Welcome to the Cackling Jackal. My name is James, and we're going to be playing Legend of the Five Rings, the RPG.
Oh god, at this
No,
point.
this is fine. We'll just keep going.
It's good,
Alright.
it's good.
That wasn't me that time, that was Leith.
Alright,
I'm a monk, I have to
how about
catch
we
flies.
introduce ourselves and briefly introduce our characters, starting with Leon in the end.
Hello, I'm Leon, and I'm playing Akira. Akira is a Scorpion Clan ninja, is the short version. There's more detail to it than that, but basically, female, and they are disguising themselves as a male sometimes to try and do better business, I guess is the short answer.
Cool.
My name is Kyle and I'm playing Yasugi Matseo, the Caillou engineer of the Crowd Clan.
Hey, I'm Leith. I'm playing Toshiro, the Dragon Clan monk.
Hey, I'm Chad. I'm playing Ichi Batu, the Shugenja
Yes.
from
The Unicorn.
Unicorn Clan.
Yep. With your Mastery of Talismans.
Yes.
Okay, so, due to technical difficulties, we had to abandon our last episode of recording. Fortunately, not heaps happened, so let's just get, I don't know, you guys together can summarise what happened last session.
Let's not even pretend like we're going to get together and just say it. Let's have actually somebody who knows what happened.
It's been a while.
So, we were approaching the Kyoto Castle wedding when three citizens, three villagers, were being attacked by a group of bandits. After the Lion Clan had recently attacked 3 trees, their village. We took down the bandits, chasing one of them for about 6 miles, because some of us are bloodthirsty.
I almost caught him. Almost.
And upon making sure that the villagers were okay, headed into the wedding area. We spotted a man in scorpion colours with a pointed goatee and moustache. He's probably not evil. He's wearing a mask of raven wings. Probably not evil.
He's my uncle. Trust me, he's fine.
Specifically, I think Chad's character saw that. I don't know if you guys actually
just
were there.
you two.
Because
Yeah.
I did not go to the castle to...
You didn't go to the castle straight away.
Yeah, we went to introduce ourselves, as honourable people do. You went to hang out with horses.
And then I went to town, and that's when I discovered the man wearing the mask, scorpion colours, And I also heard about dead birds around the castle.
Cranes, as they call them.
Yes, very inauspicious signs.
I wrote. You're all. Sorry, we were just talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'm glad.
Right.
Yeah, Uncle Iroh. Yeah.
The one thing that you guys missed in that quick description is that you currently have Matsuo with you, who is a Lion Clan samurai.
Can we all just pretend that he looks like Matt Mercer?
She.
Never mind.
She looks like Matt Mercer.
She probably does.
I don't remember whether I said this last episode, but since it's been scrapped, the audience hasn't gotten to hear this yet, so I'll just read it again.
Yeah, cool.
A dozen spear-wielding guards look down upon you from the walls while the great gate is opened, and 2 more soldiers approach you with a bow of respect. They politely request you inspect your travelling papers, giving each of you an appropriate look. No more than another minute passes when an old woman appears, bowing deeply to all of you in turn. She introduces herself as Ojuno, personal servant to Lord Tsume, and leads you through the gate to the courtyard and then another indoor reception hall.
What if I forgot my papers?
You probably have them on you, they're pretty important.
Okay.
Like a
Before I
paper with
continue,
KR written on it.
did Iuchi catch up to the rest of the crew? Or are you absent from this scene as I'm reading it?
Yeah, but would he just be arriving at this point?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
As you find your seats, the sound of rushing footfalls cascades up and down the hallways, punctured by shouts and fearful voices. Ojuno remains completely poised despite the disturbances all around you, and serves tea from a tray proffered by a younger servant. We ask... woman voice. We ask your humble forgiveness, honoured samurai, but I'm afraid your arrival comes at an ill hour. Lord Takashi would have come to greet you himself were it not for the most unfortunate of calamities to have befallen our sacred shrine.
We know about that, don't we? We were there. That shrine blew up.
No, not that shrine. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, Oh, you're talking about the shrines at Nagasaki?
Yes.
Yes, no. This is our own shrine.
Did he blow up also?
No.
It's a good time to be a shrine builder.
That's right. Hey, I know who's causing this all along.
Just like
Yeah.
That was Kyle, that wasn't Matseo.
Anyway, she says, yes, well, it is quite unfortunate what happened at Nagasaki, but,
I got blown up.
I was there, man.
and
Still
she
has
looks
no-
at your wounds, like you're probably not fully healed yet.
Yeah.
Take out a small knife and just dig it into his nerve damage.
Yeah.
Her nerve
Can't even
damage.
feel it.
Yes, well, we had actually a rather disturbing event happen at our shrine.
Please continue.
Well, and she sort of like looks around a little bit as if, am I allowed to divulge information about this?
Yeah, you could. Good thing we're not in
You may
a
speak
Western
freely to us.
society, because I know what would happen here.
Okay, she's going, let's make a check.
Not that
What check would you like to make regarding trying to get it to talk?
Well, I shouldn't do any of that because I'm not.
Alright, have I got something?
Yeah, let's have a charismatic person do it.
Well, charisma isn't a stat in the game.
Let's have a
Charisma is a
socialistic
stat in
person.
it.
Courtesy is. Can I be socially courteous to it or imply it to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, I got a +2 in that.
And you are trying to get information,
So I am playing. No, damn it's. Okay, I gotta use different school.
so you're trying to...
I'm gonna try and
make-
charm her.
Charm? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
charm the information out of it, which is gonna be a 2. I'm using the water ring, which is a 2 in the black, and then I've got a +2, so I get 2 white dice. What's my TN?
2.
Yeah, but it's Leon rolling.
True.
Actually, no, TM1.
TN1. Alright. Let's see how many
Also, she's
successes I
definitely
can get.
Family shrine?
Alright.
Wow.
Success, opportunity, success, and strife. So, now you said that, do I look on the back of the rings to see what I can use my opportunity for, or is that only in combat?
So you can spend opportunity to
Anything
recover
that
2
says combat, you
strife.
can only do in combat.
That's only
There's
in
some
combat.
social ones there.
Yep.
So-
So any check, recover 2 strife, you perform the task efficiently.
Perfect.
Efficiently charm her.
You spot a physical detail not related to the check or at the DM discretion to add.
Sounds pretty cool.
And this
So
is
remember, the groom of the wedding
Yes.
and the lord is Tsume no Doji Takashi.
You can add a kept
And he's
black
there.
dice
So it's the Tsume family shrine.
set to an opportunity, result to your next social check.
Yeah, right, I'll do that. So basically, I can keep an opportunity for next time I make a
So you
social
spend
check.
this one to keep that one. Because there has to be a opportunity that you save.
Ah, so I spend an opportunity to save an opportunity.
Yeah.
In that case, no, I'm not going to worry about it. What else can I do? Is there anything else? I might see the observe something else.
Should have printed a set of these.
Spot a physical detail not related to your check or at GM discretion. Add a
Sorry?
previously unnoticed area of terrain or mundane item to your location. I'm going to...
That's alright. Chad was asking me a
That's
question.
all good. So I'm going to use one of my opportunity to cancel out my strife.
Yep.
I'm going to use the other opportunity to...
Did you have more than one strife?
I only had one strife.
Cool.
I had
'Cause
2
if you were in water, you
opportunities.
could have prevented 2 strife with 1 opportunity.
True. No, I'm going to ignore that.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my other opportunity to observe a physical detail not related to your check.
Cool.
Doesn't that cost 2? Spot a physical
Oh, it
detail.
is too. Sorry, you're right. I didn't see that. In that case...
You could just perform the task efficiently, like talk to her quickly.
Yeah, right, let's do that. Let's just
Give
do
her
it.
more time to give us more details.
Yeah, I'm going to get all the information.
Do you have somewhere to be?
I don't know, she seems secretive. Maybe we should get this out of her quickly.
Maybe
Before
I
someone
can-
comes and tells her to stop.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we let Akira cook her sushi?
Hey, I could. I got a culinary check. Either way, let's just go with that. I'm going to say it quickly and efficiently. I want to get her to spill the beans, get to the crux of the information without all the mumbo jumbo.
Cool. So how are you doing that? What exactly are you saying?
I'm being very courteous, and I'm like, I understand that time is of most importance to you. If you get, I can't say get to the point, it's a bit rude. But if you want to
Fucking talk!
divulge the most important bits, I'm sure we can assess your problem quickly and efficiently deal with it.
She sort of seems to nod to that. And says, did you spend 1 to notice a thing? No, you didn't.
No, it's
No, I
not
don't.
to do that.
Yeah,
Did
that's
just
fine.
2 to do that. I don't want to take strife right now.
Cool. She says, well, This morning, unfortunately, at the shrine, a flock of cranes were found dead, strewn about the grounds.
Cranes.
How did they die?
Cranes isn't the birds.
The birds? Oh, thank God.
She says, I am unsure. I didn't see them myself.
Or who might be able to provide us with that information?
You could perhaps talk to Lord Takashi himself.
Were the bodies disposed of, or might they still be
I
available?
believe they're being addressed now. That's being addressed.
Do you feel they were left as a sign or as just a... Like, was it a bit of a warning?
Well, a dead flock of cranes in a castle controlled by the Crane clan is...
Probably a warning.
Not suspicious.
Well, it's an extremely grave omen at least.
Yes.
If not from a person, then the spirits are almost certainly sending some sort of signal.
You're a very confident speaker to a samurai.
I...
Should be wary of your tongue.
She says,
I encourage her
I
to speak.
apologise. As personal servant to Lord Takashi, I am quite used to being around
What kind of man is he?
the station. Lord Takashi? Okay.
And as Akira said, speak freely.
And she just...
Just reprimand her for being...
Don't speak freely. Let's speak freely now.
But she uses his given name. Does she seem like an older, like she's maybe been there a while?
Yes, she's definitely older. In fact, judging by what you know about Lord Takashi's age, she was probably around when his father was in charge.
So she probably known as a child, hence
Yes.
using his given name.
She says,
Good one to have.
yes, the Lord is a kind man.
Is there an
Although
insight
those who speak, I don't know, maybe trying to look for one. Although those who would speak ill of him, not me of course, might describe him as not capable for his position.
Uh-huh. And what do they say about his capability and his lack of capability in the situation?
He is quite inexperienced, and his father was a brilliant lord in many respects, which may cast a shadow.
Can I try and read like what she's being careful with?
Yes.
So I think
How?
I would say
What is sentiment to?
yeah.
Sentiment.
I don't have it. Like I don't have points in it, but it,
I have a point.
as a word,
I
it
can
seems.
tell you. Well, let me just open up the thing here.
I think it might be if you scholarship sense.
So
might
my
be-
distinction allows me to reroll 2 dice when I'm doing
Okay.
this as well. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's
Analyze
Can I
it.
use
Yeah.
it?
What's the name?
but then again Tagashi is void, so sense me.
Maybe what about courtesy?
Sensing
insight,
culture,
courtesy?
maybe.
Do you reckon that would be an argument for us?
That
What
means
type of skill is it?
insight,
It's a
like,
Social?
yeah.
Do you can carry some
No,
scholar?
sentiment is
Not
a scholar skill.
Scholar?
Insight is in.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. I do.
Sentiment reflects a character's ability to understand the psychology and emotion of other. Yeah, this will be the one.
I need to take a point in this at some point. Okay.
That's
Right.
sentiment,
Do I
right?
make a roll
Yeah.
for that? Do you
And it's
wanna make
also
a
used to see
sentiment
through lies and to understand why those lies are being told.
check? Ichiban wants to make a sentiment check.
And I will as well.
Doing what exactly?
I'm not as good at it, but
I mainly want to do it to try this ancestry unearth out.
Okay, so are you using the technique?
Yeah, it's not sure. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a thing.
Chad, I like your samurai style.
I'll look up ancestry unearthed.
It's basically whenever I make a social or scholar check, I can use opportunity to find out something.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yep. Ancestry unearthed might be a thing more to do with samurai. Because I believe the description of the ability is like, cool, you're figuring out something that their family did in the past.
She's
Right.
also clearly ingrained in
Yes,
his family.
that's true.
Knowledge.
That's true, but again, you might
I can
you
see
might
where
not
you're
get
coming
everything
from.
you want from her.
Yeah, because I can, with one opportunity, I can know one shared code that the family took in the past. Yeah, and with two opportunity,
Yes.
I can know one secret of the character's family that they would prefer to be forgotten.
Cool.
Stuff like that. So what do I have to make?
So a sentiment check. So what's your primary objective for this check? Are you trying to figure out if she's lying? Are you trying to figure out what she's hiding?
More so, yeah, if she's hiding.
Okay. So let's make the check.
How many black die do I roll again?
Which ring are you
using?
To determine whether what she's hiding...
So air comes down to analysing behaviour, earth is recalling information, fire is theorising, making her own theory about what she's lying about, survey is water, analysing body language, I would say, and sense.
So
using a supernatural rule.
Are you trying to detect stuff about her or about the Lord?
More like if she's like hiding anything, holding anything back.
Yeah, but anything in relation to her and what she is, like stuff about herself or stuff about the Lord?
I guess stuff
because
about the
water ring is a survey discerning someone's personal feelings about the personal subject.
Yeah.
Detecting whether someone's in,
So she might think he's the sun shining, but he could actually be evil, and just that she don't.
Whereas if you're trying to determine that she's lying, that's going to be an air thing.
Yeah.
And can I do the same thing from Void? Just to try and get a sense of her?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Void for sentiment, this is going to be important for you. Void is a sense approach determining whether someone is under the effect of supernatural persuasion or a supernatural being. Studying and understanding one's emotions, determining whether someone is acting in opposition to their own desires or is suppressing their emotions, knowing the purpose behind someone's words. So,
that sounds like what I'm
by the way, I will say right now, the core rules in the skills section, it lists all the rules broken down by their groups, and will list exactly what each of these words, these approaches, mean for each skill.
Cool.
Useful to look for. Well, that's 20 pages.
This is print out the entire book while we're at it.
I'll print that out.
It'll be something that we sort of learn as we keep going.
I'll
But,
print it out.
Yeah, I'll do the analyze.
Let's get it tattooed to your arm.
sorry?
Analyze with that.
Analyze with L. So you're trying to detect whether she's alive.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
one popped up as a
Yep.
office manager refreshing.
TN is going to be
Cool.
2.
Look at that. 'Cause that's 40 hours a week.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
nice.
2 explosive and opportunity.
So
I
it's
can
like
roll
basically a
specific.
Well, remember you have to keep 2 dice, because you only rolled 2 black.
That's right. But that counts as 1, yeah? Because it's
Yes.
explosive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you have to choose whether to keep it or not before you explode it.
Yes. So you may as well ditch that one, right? Because that's the worst die out of all.
Yeah.
Right? And then if you're keeping this, you can roll an additional white, because it's a white die,
Okay.
and then choose to keep that or not.
Okay.
Which you may as well keep.
Yeah. Just
So that's 2 successes and you can use the,
yeah.
You can use the air to cancel out the strife,
or use it for your ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it for my ability.
or your ability. Yep, that's true.
Cool, so you take a strife and you learn a secret, was it?
I know one sworn oath that the character's family took in the past, and whether or not they have bent or broken it.
Okay, well, in this particular case, I'll give you 2 things. One thing is, her family is dedicated to the Tsume family, right?
That's a rough life.
And then the second part of that is the Tsume family is directly under it has sworn an oath to the Doji family.
Ah. Good old Doji.
Which also happens to be
Akira's.
Akira's other family.
Not officially.
No.
And then can I get a feel for what she's kind of, like what she's thinking or feeling as she
Yep.
censors herself while she's talking to us?
How much would I know about the Doji family?
Oh, I hope a lot.
One what?
However, I'm wondering, maybe I know a lot of the recent stuff, but you know how my adversity is I've got lost memory?
Mm.
Is it kind of like,
So your lost memory, we talked about this, covered the period of time when you made the transition.
yes,
When you slotted yourself within the
yes,
Doji
the
family.
Doji. So how long have in your opinion, how long do you think I've been a Doji Crane member for?
So, I was actually talking about this with Kyle because we were trying to figure out a timeline for how this works and how I'm gonna have to talk to you about it
Yeah,
and how both identities both have the name Akira.
yeah,
Because that's awkward. Because it means at your naming ceremony, at your Genpuku, you would have gone, I'm choosing the name Akira. And then
yes.
also you would have had to have been around for the naming ceremony of Doji, right? To then also say, I'm choosing the name Akira.
So you need 2 childhood names as
So
well.
we're going to talk about it, but I think at least in working, what we're going to work with now, I think, is that you actually went into the role of Doji Akira early,
Yes.
like before your Genpuku,
Yes. Okay.
right? So then with the whole lost memory and all that sort of thing, you came out of that going, okay, so apparently my name is Doji Akira, I may as well choose the name Toshiro Akira for my scorpion.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you didn't actually have a scorpion Genpuku, you had a crane Genpuku.
Yeah. Right, cool. I like it.
Cool.
All right. So keep going with what they can do there.
What was the feminist name? That's
The Tsume. Tsume.
I'm re-rolling these 2 because subtle observer.
Yep.
That's better. Now it doesn't matter which 2. I keep those are all successes. So 2 successes.
2 successes.
So I can roll 2
Awesome. You were trying to determine...
Oh no, wait! I keep all 3 of them.
Using the sense approach, weren't you?
Yes. So 3 successes on Void.
Okay, she doesn't seem to be under the effects of any supernatural persuasion or supernatural being. It's about your own emotions, determining whether someone is acting in opposition to their own desires or is suppressing their emotions.
Does
She doesn't seem to be in oppose to what she's doing.
She
Right,
doesn't
she
want
ain't-
to tell
okay,
us
what-
more than she's like.
She feels like she shouldn't be telling you what she's telling you. She also feels like she's probably already stepped over a line as far as talking about her lord goes.
And that's why she's not going to give us
Yeah.
any dirt on him. She's like, no, this is
Exactly.
okay.
She's said it carefully, right, as to not be incriminating.
Yeah.
But she has pretty much dissed it.
and it was Onjo.
Juno. O-J-U-N-O.
Oh, Juno, you are the greatest goddess.
She is a feeble-looking woman of advanced age and has the voice and demeanour of tempered steel.
That's a nice way to put it. Advanced age.
Advanced age. Yeah.
And
It doesn't sound like a bad thing.
No. Feels
If I say,
feels like you're one step away from becoming a master.
yeah, if I say, Kyle, you've got a degree in advanced mechatronics, right? That sounds awesome, right?
That would never happen.
No.
But yes.
I considered it.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to go with, you look like you might be heading towards advanced age.
No.
And I was going to get up and
No,
deck you.
I was actually
but,
really nice.
I
said a nice thing.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was just implied. You didn't have to say that.
This was a touching moment.
It was
It's
a
filmed on camera.
Please stop touching yourself.
And we can't film the next touching moment.
It's not
because-
me. Alright, everyone got what they wanted from
just
Juno?
That was a 20-minute insight joke.
Sorry?
What was the doji thing?
So, the Doji is like the biggest family in the Crane clan.
Yeah, but what was it?
So, the Tsume family isn't actually a noble family. The Tsume family is a vassal family of the Doji family.
Her family are born to serve the Tsumes,
Yes.
and the Tsumes serve the Dojis.
Just like Kyle's apprentice is from the Kano or something family?
Fuck if I
Something
know.
like that.
Yeah,
I can't
don't
remember, it's
care.
in my notes.
His name
It's
is
not in
Apprentice.
mine.
And they're indebted, they're a vassal family of the Yasuki family.
But she basically just said that Takashi Jr. is not good at what he does.
He's not his father, is what I believe.
She's not his father. She hasn't said he's terrible.
Yeah.
And his
But-
father was
so
fantastic.
his father did wipe out a lion vassal family to take the castle, so maybe she's saying he's a bit of a soft touch. He's not the warrior his father was. Maybe.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little soft with the belt.
Family is a big thing in this world.
Alright, so that's her saying that. What's going to happen now?
Also, if there is a way for us to possibly examine the bodies of the cranes, we may be able to help. in
She
that.
said that would be outside of my instruction, but
Is this something we need to discuss with Lord Takashi himself?
potentially. But if someone were to investigate what happened here, perhaps 4 noble samurai, they would probably need to go to the shrine itself.
And where would that be located?
And she gives you some basic directions.
Cool. I hand them over to you to take them down.
I take them down.
In the meantime, how do we get to... I understand this is
Oh,
the eve of... I understand this is the eve of his lord's wedding, but how might we go about getting a meeting with Lord Takashi?
Apologies for misinterrupting you, samurai. How would you go about getting
a meeting with him as soon as possible? We're members of the Council of the Black Opal.
Here's quite... She doesn't know what the Black Opal is.
We made it up a couple of weeks ago, I'm not surprised.
I
think you made it up like 4 days ago or something.
True, we haven't been traveling that one. Yeah. We just invented this club, and now we're using its name.
We didn't even invent it, we just signed on.
She says, he is very busy organising the wedding tomorrow. It would have been postponed, but has instead been moved to the Golden Valley Shrine, which is a little ways out.
Interesting.
If I can perhaps bring it up, but there will be a dinner tonight that Lord Takashi will attend, and you are all invited.
Will there be alcohol?
There will be. So I want to talk about timing here, because you arrived a little earlier than expected. This is early afternoon, early to mid-afternoon.
So they're still turning down the sheets in our rooms anyways.
Yeah.
Still getting rid of the old...
Actually, there was no one in it last night, so...
Well, nobody scheduled to be in there last night.
Of course.
There is a famous chef in town.
I'd like to investigate
But we have-
cranes.
We have
Is
an
that
hour
what
or
you're
two
going to
before we
straight
have to...
away?
Yeah.
Do you want to come with us to the shrine, or do you want
Yeah,
to...
no, I'm keen on trying. I
Go,
might just ask Batu first, say...
She gave you some basic directions to the shrine,
Okay, so I have to go to the shrine to find the cranes, basically.
because her words were that she believes it's being cleaned up. Right.
Yeah, so we want to get there now-ish.
Yeah, and what we...
did you notice anything of interest while you were exploring the city?
I'll bring up the scorpion cloaked man with the mask with raven wings.
Yes, a mask of raven wings. He wore scorpion colours.
Yep.
And had a mustache,
A pointy goatee.
Do I recognize him?
Slender. He was gaunt.
Yeah.
No.
We call him Scar.
I was thinking Jafar, but...
Nice. Well, there's our bad guy.
So I don't recognise that description at all of anyone that I've ever seen. Okay, fair enough.
In fact, well, actually, you do recognise exactly what you're describing as Yuichi Batu is finishing the description. You look past him and you can see the open doors, and in comes walking a gaunt, long man wearing raven wing mask.
How common are Scorpion Clan members amongst this thing? Is it a little bit uncommon?
Yeah, I mean, the Scorpion Clan lands aren't too far away,
Yeah.
and it's not like they're not allowed to intermingle. It's not.
Fair enough.
But I imagine as the assassins of Rokugan, they probably don't always walk around in their colours.
True.
Yeah.
But usually when they're walking around with something bad to do,
They
You
don't
might
go.
they're not in their colours.
True.
And you
I'm
want
gonna walk up in my, obviously I'm wearing my Scorpion Clan robes,
Yeah.
and walk up to him and go, hello.
Reminds me of like dodgeball or
Yeah,
something.
that's
like,
exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, Scorpion size.
There's no.
Just
says-
gang sign? No?
He says hello.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't believe we've had the pleasure to meet.
I sidle over beside Akira.
He says again, handshaking isn't a thing. He sort of bows his head a bit and introduces himself as my name is Soshi Ozuru.
Soshi Azuro.
Ozuru.
Is that
Azuro. Does that ring any bells? Have I heard of the Azuro
almost
sound?
sounds like sushi.
Okay.
Soshi Ozuru.
is that
This is the alternate identity of the famous chef!
is this is that spelled BBEG?
No, it is spelt, just so you all know, O-Z-U-R-U.
Fair enough.
Ozuru.
I said, are you here to partake in the matrimony as well?
I am. I've been invited here by the group. By the group. He doesn't
Does
say
he actually pause?
Inside check!
No, he doesn't pause. That was me figuring it out.
When Akira says, "Are you here to partake in the
Matrimony, yeah.
do you go like this? Are you here to partake in the matrimony?
Can I just kind of like observe him, look for anything out of the normal that I would think, like, obviously raven hair, but like he hasn't got,
Doesn't have raven hair.
not raven hair,
mask.
raven wing mask.
Mm.
Is that common amongst Scorpion clans, or?
Every scorpion has their like own mask.
Yeah, fair enough.
You have one.
Yeah. Mine's scorpions. That's probably flavour for me.
Okay, yeah. A little on the nose. On the stinger.
Yeah, cool. And then I just...
You actually would have had to make your mask yourself.
Yeah.
Because normally one would receive a mask at their Genpuku.
Fair enough.
But you were a crane.
Fair enough, I can accept that.
Also,
why it's
technically,
all
as an
nice.
implication of your whole Genpuku thing, you are potentially a more legitimate crane samurai than a scorpion samurai.
Interesting. Fair enough. Cool. I just asked him, said, how long are you staying in town for?
It says, I will be leaving shortly after the wedding.
Are you heading back to the Scorpion Clan?
My destination is of no interest to you.
I will be leaving
Jeez.
shortly after the wedding.
Yeah.
In the middle of it. Once I kill the guy.
Fair enough. Well, I may see you around. If we travel in the same direction, I'll call you back. Hello.
Yeah.
Never met someone in my life.
Cool.
He sort of nods, gives you another bow,
Cool.
and proceeds.
Can I make a
back to
sentiment
the-
check just to analyze him, like beyond the
Sure.
standard?
What approach are you using?
I'm gonna be using air.
Jeez, we're getting good work out of the sentiment checks today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, once we realised it's an
What
inside
what
check
they
from
do.
D&D.
Yeah.
What page was it?
Either way, I'm going to make my check. So that's 3 black dice for the air. I don't have any white dice for sentiment. And I'm just going to try and get a bit of a general feel of stuff. And ooh, this
This is
is
going to be a TN2.
So
Oh,
you,
three.
what do you get? Blank, a strife, and a
success,
no, strife and strife and a success and strife and
opportunity.
Thank you.
So
Till
yeah, the blank's
Till
nothing.
So how many dice are you keeping?
Well, I can keep up to 3. But there is no point really taking. I've got to keep. Do I have to hold on to 2?
Yes.
Then I'll take the blank and the
Oh,
success.
you have to hold on to at least one.
Oh, well then I'm just gonna take the success and the strife and just well I don't need to cancel that out. Oh, well in that case I'll take the opportunity and the strife because they cancel each other out, so
Yeah.
they do nothing.
That's cool.
Or I could have just taken the blank. And
Yeah,
then
so
gosh,
whether
yeah.
it's the mask or maybe his face, he's just pretty much unreadable.
Fair enough.
Unbreakable.
Probably not sentiment.
Can I do a culture check on session?
Alright, I'm gonna say I'm gonna learn
Yeah.
a character's demeanour and current strife.
Yeah, can I do a culture check as well?
Current strife 0. Demeanour. Let me look at the possible demeanours here. Shrewd.
Very shrewd, fair enough.
Taming of the Shrewd.
Alright. That's fair enough. I kinda just leave it at that.
What that does mean, by the way, so demeanours are like a thing you can attach to NPC to sort of change how they work in social situations.
Okay.
So, when you're targeting him with a social check and you're using air, it's going to be 2 more harder.
Okay.
So that's why we failed.
Fair enough.
And fire is going to be reduced by 2.
So 2
So
each.
2 easier.
But yeah, when he leaves, I will point out that he is from a family known for information gathering.
Should have asked him how long he was here for.
Did he say he just arrived?
I did. He said he's leaving shortly after.
No, how long he's been here.
I thought
Already.
he said he just arrived, didn't he?
Because they're patient.
He's
I
already,
made that
he's
up in my
already
head.
on his way. He did.
Yeah. This happens afterwards.
I did.
So you guys are talking about after. So what you do notice is he walks in the same direction as Matseo and Ujino just went.
Use a gas
Cool.
Probably in the direction where his room
He's
is,
just following
and
the
her
attractive
room.
lion woman.
and all of your
Is
rooms.
there a servant walking past?
Yeah, there's a few around.
I'm gonna go over to one of the
They
servants.
seem busy, but not. But
I'm gonna walk over to one
People
of the
here have
servants.
jobs.
what?
I'm gonna walk over to one of the servants. I'm gonna pull out 2 boo.
Okay, 2 silver. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm gonna press it gently into their hands and say, I want to know where that person is staying in the castle.
Where the
And I'm pointing to
scorpions.
the scorpion dude.
Yep.
If you don't know, find out.
The servant says, "Yes, I will. I'll do. Of course, samurai." And goes to return the boo.
I take it back.
You are a samurai.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a fucking rich bitch over here, but now we took it back. It's fine.
Okay, so where are people going?
Are we going to head to the
Shrine.
Everyone?
I'll take one boot back.
Okay.
And if they try to hand me back the other boot, I'll take it and then slip it into the pocket.
Okay. No, they don't. They don't.
They don't refuse
Once
it
you
a second
once
time.
you refuse, yeah.
It was more of a jet.
You are still a samurai. Like at the end of the day, if you want them to take the boot,
Yeah, we'll do it.
like
Whatever you say.
Then you know what? I refuse to take any boot back and just walk away. I walk away.
does that give you a round number?
It does.
Okay. There you go.
It gives me 5.
I'm like, why would Kyle do this?
I'm even money.
Are we ready to head to the shrine?
I'm already walking that direction.
As we're walking out the way, I'm like, I have a secret to tell you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I am not only Akira Shoshuru, and then I flip my thing around, put my hair up and turn around, I'm like, I'm also Akira Doji, and I'm hoping you're really shocked.
Yeah, I would be that.
Yes. In fact,
I'm more like,
you met me, you met me on the first day that we travelled, and while I led you to believe that I was a male, I actually am in fact a female.
I am stunned.
Yes. Oh, Batu, clever.
This is the first time. This is the first time.
I'm mixing Butsu and Batu.
That's right. That's it. I'm
is-
sorry to trick you, my dear friend.
This is the first time Matseo's seen this because he's only seen you as a female,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so he's mildly concerned,
yeah.
and then just brushes it off.
Imagine if like I turned around and said, "So Kyle, my name is also."
Akira.
James.
my name is also
Jamie.
James Johnson.
But James Johnson's a girl.
James Johnson's a girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I appreciate that you have elected to trust us enough to give us this information.
You're welcome. I try not to divulge this information willy-nilly, so please just keep it to yourselves. It is a useful disguise and necessary for me to run my business in the Crane clans.
How deep does the disguise go?
Batu's already forgotten.
How deep would you like it to go?
Matseo walks away.
But yes, if you see me as Akira Doji, do not get freaked out.
Might I then have permission to call you Akira-san?
You may, have you not already been calling me
No,
Akira-san?
I've up until this point I've been calling you
The last
Shosuro-san. I
Yeah,
believe.
Akira is my preferred name anyway.
Yeah.
And yes, I show you like the reversible robes. And like this is my whole secret.
Quite discreet.
I know. I figured if I call myself the same name, I can't get confused when someone calls out Akira and I turn around.
This is true, yes.
I know, hey.
See, Leon's on the same wavelength that we were.
You see Soshi Azuru like
Yeah.
as if he's suddenly heard this amazing idea.
He like switches the code around and is like, where'd Akira go?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping, basically. Just complete.
He walks up to Akira Doji and says, "If you see Akira Shosuro, please
Yes.
let them know that I'm looking for them."
Oh, I certainly will. I run around to the corner. Either way, and for this moment, I'm actually dressed in the Crane clans because I feel like it might be more beneficial. Do I recognise any of the Doji samurai who may be here? Or because I'm assuming they're here for the wedding as well. Like, if they're vassals to the Doji Crane, would they?
You haven't seen anyone yet.
No one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so far all you've seen is like servants. You saw those guards, and you've seen Juno and Azuru,
Yep, fair enough.
and you've heard of Orika because everyone's name begins with O now.
Cool. Well, anyway, I'm going to be dressed as the Crane clan samurai.
It's probably more useful.
Yeah.
All right, so these dead cranes, James.
Yes, so you are heading to the Kyoto Shrine. The castle shrine is small, large enough to hold the name plaques of a single family and a vessel to house a single kami. As you walk in, you see two shrine keepers who seem to be pouring water over the gravel to clean what looks like blood in the ground.
They finished dinner.
And there is... Sorry?
They finished dinner.
And there's a third the Shrinekeeper off to the side on her hands and knees, scrubbing a stepping stone.
So immediately we go, cool, so this wasn't a disease or something, these were massacred.
As soon as you walk through the threshold, the Torii gate, to the shrine, all of you feel a bit of a chill run down the back of your spine.
Does my necklace do anything?
You have a jade.
It's gone.
Who has jade, by the way? No, you got
Oh, that's right. We got 2 more, didn't we?
Yeah.
I realised how vitally
They are
important
really
it was having one, and I've like since tried to double up.
I received one, and you
Yeah.
obviously.
It also, anything that's otherworldly that tries to hit you has their TN increased by 1.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Do we
so
see it?
something is very wrong here, and you know that something's really wrong spiritually.
And Matseo knows something's really wrong because he sees people scrubbing and he runs over and he says, "No! Stop!"
Who are you running towards? They're quite a distance apart.
The one who's scrubbing the stepping stone.
Cool. They sort of jolt. They seem to be in their own mind a little bit while they're doing this, a bit spaced out. And
Just to feel
the
strong.
woman scrubbing the stepping stone sort of jolts, and the others off to the side, sort of look up as well. And she seems frightened, worried and frightened. She
Did you
says,
notice anything unusual about the blood? Where are the bodies of the cranes?
she points to.
I just walk up behind and say, greetings, we are here to investigate the reasons of unpleasantness.
She's very shell-shocked. When Yusuke Matseo asks where the cranes are, there is basically a cart across the other side of the room.
I take off.
Okay. She's stunned. You walk up.
We are simply looking to investigate the unpleasantness. This was obviously a deeply upsetting moment. Were you here when the cranes were discovered?
Okay, so do you want to make a check?
Sure.
Seriously, I love this concept.
What am I doing here?
Well, how would you want to do? Well,
You shut
it's
your
probably a
mouth.
social thing.
Damn it. Cool.
Could be worse. Could be better.
Suppose-
But definitely worse.
Just while Leith is deciding,
Yeah.
I ran over and did a medicine check on the cranes.
Cool. Using what?
Using the air ring analyze.
Air ring and what? How many successes?
2 successes. 2 successes, and I'm going to use the strife to give the opportunity to cancel out the strife.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
And before you do it, are you observing them or are you picking them up and?
I'll pick them up.
Get in there.
Cool. You lose 6 honor.
Okay.
And you should probably undergo a cleansing rite before you're allowed back on shrine grounds.
Okay.
I can probably.
But what you do notice is that they, their feathers show signs of being trapped, and their necks are snapped, and their bodies stabbed.
Okay. Can I tell about what sort of weapon?
It's hard to tell.
Meanwhile,
Does the
if I'm-
meat still look edible?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't eat the crane in Grainlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
I guess I'm going with a
Maybe
reasoning.
it's like the national delicacy.
Reasoning?
Because
Reasoning what?
I'm not very good at
Peking
jump.
crane.
Just
Like
think.
kiwi bird.
Courtesy command?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same to me. I
Eating
guess
eagles in
I'll
America.
lean towards being
I think Australia
Commanding,
is the only country that eats the rain.
coming from the approach of offering a firm voice to try and guide her through the difficulty rather than
Okay.
trying to sweet talk her. Just telling her seems to be the way to approach this.
Just
Fair enough.
bigger ducks.
Okay.
Legs.
It's going to be TM2.
And delicious fruit.
I've got. Keep both.
I totally didn't mean to take control of that there. I just wanted to let you know.
So.
It's okay, gave Leith time to think.
Yeah. So I'm doing this in Earth, so that's 2 successes, and I guess I'll just quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna just take 1 strike. Opportunity.
So what she says, so you asked her if she was there when the cranes were found. She says, no, I wasn't. I was meant to be here this morning to do my morning duties around the shrine, but I was terribly ill.
How did you become ill?
She says,
Kill all those cranes.
I got the blood in my mouth when I was massacring cranes.
she says, I do not know.
Was anyone here?
In my bed all morning.
Was anyone else here when it happened?
I don't know.
Who discovered all of this? When did you all get here?
I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that Master Yemen
How are you feeling now?
was here and discovered the cranes.
How are you
She
feeling
says-
now?
I feel better, but
Can I make an investigation check? Well, that's what I'm saying. I've got the history of poisons, being in the Scorpion Clan. Can I try and make some kind of check, maybe it's a medicine check, I don't know, to determine whether or not she was poisoned, to make her feel sick, or if it was a...
Can I give assistance by once you decide what sort of check that is? Can I give assistance by coming over and asking her doctor questions?
I was going to say I'm about to call you over to
Vomiting, nausea.
Maybe she was pregnant.
Last time you had intercourse.
you're busy with birds.
Technically, that could be a form of poison.
What are you doing while this is happening? So, Akira has approached the Shrine Keeper. Matseo has approached the cranes.
His hand
And Yashi is currently talking to the
I'll probably be with.
Shrine Keeper. There are 2 more Shrine Keepers in the room, off to this other side.
So you said there was stab wounds and a snap neck.
Well, he knows that, you don't know that.
Yeah. So if I would go there,
Looks like they've been trapped, broken their necks, and stabbed.
Are cranes
Can-
normally located just like, do they get free reign around their shrines, like as birds?
Yeah, they're definitely around.
Is it kind of like, cats can just wander the streets in certain areas and...
Imagine if we had a bin chicken clan, right?
That's exactly what this is. This is the clan of the bin chicken. And then they... Yeah, fair enough.
can I try and determine what actually killed them? Because they had a snap neck.
And stabbed.
Probably a combination of those.
Okay. And then I'll.
Is he able to tell which happened first?
Yeah, that's.
You probably wouldn't
It's-
stab it
They'll
first.
probably, what you can tell is they've been bleeding, right? So obviously either the stabbing happened first or not long after the breaking of the necks.
Well, actually, quick question, because if I'm there observing this, can I determine whether or not the blood is located just to one area, or for if you stab a chicken, it's going to run around with its head cut off, spurting blood everywhere?
The blood's
before
definitely not yeah.
They can just grab it.
Yeah.
It's more like the blood that they're cleaning up has pooled over time
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
has spread.
In which case, it's probably likely to assume that their neck was snapped and then stabbed, or that kind of thing, that they weren't.
Or
they were
actually, what you can
trapped
assume,
first,
judge
so
by
it's
the
like
amount of blood and things like that, either their necks were snapped first and then they were stabbed, or they were stabbed and the necks were snapped, but they kind of happened too far away from each other.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
point to stab something, let it bleed out, and then break its neck.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
cranes too, so these
Yeah.
are like
No, they're decent. They're decent sized
pretty
birds.
big
Yeah.
birds.
Is there any blood that's still around, or is most of it gone?
Most of it, there's still some.
So if I just took my finger in it, it kind of...
It sort of started to dry. This happened this morning. You're in the afternoon. By the time you get
Yeah.
into this.
Kinda tacky.
Pretty congealed, but I'll have a smell and like a...
We'll go to one of the other.
It's crane blood.
It's definitely...
I lost honor.
I was about to say-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a
no, that's
Scorpion
true, man.
clan, but I'm proposed as a...
Let's see. Okay. Hang
Posing
on.
as a
Now you're
crane,
asking.
tasting
Now I
crane
have
blood.
to bloody fucking look this up. It's done.
I did actually.
Yeah. So you're gonna lose 6 honor as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Probably actually since you're just dipping the blood, you're not picking up a dead bird. Let's just say 3.
Yeah, right.
He's dipping his finger in the blood.
I didn't say anything.
So
Yeah.
we're the honourable ones here.
Cool.
It's fine.
I go back to asking her questions. The blood's still on one finger, and I'm like, and can I examine her for poison, for effects of being poisoned?
Yeah.
What would you like me to make? Is that a skullduggery check, maybe? Do you know what I mean? As a poisoner myself, it could be a skullduggery check to determine if the effects of her poisoning matches that of the people I've poisoned in the past.
You're making him think.
But you think I'd recognise them, wouldn't you?
I would say it's a medicine
No.
check personally.
Probably gonna be medicine, but I'm actually gonna make it TM4.
God damn it, you
You
don't.
don't know what you're looking for. You're And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
And she
This morning.
She seems to be all right now, at least.
Yeah.
Not like 100%, but yeah.
Alright. Oh, there's no way I can succeed that then if 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
Exploding successes.
Oh, okay, fair
You
enough.
don't have to do it once I tell you. Like, you can choose not to.
No, let's do it anyway. Let's see what happens.
While
Otherwise,
Leon's doing that, as the Ichi
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask one of the other two, or both of them, if they know what time these cranes were found.
Let me just have a quick read to tell you the right thing.
alright. We've got a success.
Okay.
Also, I'll ask
Shrapnel
the
success.
check is one of the 2 guys Yuchi is talking to, Master Yemen.
Sorry, I'm wrong. These two actually found the cranes. Master Yemen is currently out looking for some more explanations.
Probably looking for some more cranes.
Actually, you know
They
what?
were our decoration.
So the other 2 shrine keepers,
What is the
whom we haven't asked any of their names, but it's fine.
We don't need to know their names.
basic?
You always ask their name when I don't have it, and then don't ask their name when I've got it.
Well, it doesn't
Yep.
really bother my character too much because
Yeah,
we're not big on
that's true.
courtesy.
So they're both physically shaken.
Damn, it's the word that does it.
What did you ask exactly, sorry?
Oh, what time of
Oh, what time?
day or night?
So they came to the shrine after breakfast,
So what,
and that's when they discovered the cranes.
6-ish, I'm guessing. In
First breakfast, second breakfast,
Maybe a bit later,
Okay.
7 or 8.
11 Z's.
Okay.
You know that the other shrine keeper was meant to have the early shift.
Is it just one shrine keeper per shift?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
But she
can I-
doesn't
Oh,
know.
no. It depends on the shift. Like,
Can I ask?
so usually, okay. So they'll explain. I'll just sort of summarize it. Satsuki, who was the other one, the youngest one, the one who was who these guys talked to. Satsuki was
That's the girl.
yes, was meant to have a morning shift, but was sick. However, these 2 claim that they saw Satsuki sweeping the steps.
Ah.
Then they went to breakfast. They came back from breakfast. Satsuki wasn't there, and the dead cranes were there.
Ah.
Okay.
And who is Lord
Human?
Yemen?
Master Yemen.
Master Yemen?
So, Yemen, let me just get this right. Yeah, so Tsume Yemen. Tsume Yemen is the head priest. And they reply that when he found out, when we informed him of the
And that's
incident,
Suma, not Sume.
Sume.
So he's
Same as-
he's
Yes.
part of the main family.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
It said he was particularly spooked. I believe he claimed that it was the work of the angry spirits who haunt the castle.
He's the what? Sorry, what was the title you gave him?
The head priest.
Head priest.
And he goes on to explain that Master Yemen believes that this shrine in particular, but also the castle, is haunted by the spirits of the former lion occupants.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Well,
That's that.
we have another job somewhere. Like,
I think you should call the professionals.
who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Well, that's me technically. So
Is there anything else we can help you with?
Do I wander over at this point?
Are you basically class? You basically class in this? Have you seen Umbrella Academy?
oh yes,
Yes.
and not yet, but soon.
Cool.
I just speak to my god at the moment.
So far you're
For
just
now.
talking to Ben,
For now, yeah.
and then soon you've got to do the
Yeah.
full range.
I'll just make sure
That's
that
why I drink so much
they're
sake.
sure they saw Satsuki at the one sweeping. But then,
Good. How are you doing that? How are you asking?
I'm just asking them if they are sure, more or less, like as a question.
Well, who else would it have been?
Someone in disguise.
We didn't speak to her.
I go over and talk to Satsuki. Is that her name, Satsuki?
Satsuki.
Satsuki. Tell me your You said you were ill this morning.
Yes.
How so?
I was.
Giving birth.
To a shadow.
It was unexpected.
Hadn't been pregnant earlier in the day.
I was very sick, throwing up. I felt hot.
The night before, what did you have to eat?
I ate what all of the serpents eat.
Yes.
Where's quality
Just-
pufferfish? Right.
Noodles.
Oh.
And was this prepared by this world famous chef that is here for the
Don't
I
you
don't
dare accuse this world famous chef of giving us food
I
poisoning.
do not know. We just eat food. I don't.
Someone
Okay.
just boiled
Don't
it.
you
Who might
Last
know
minute.
who prepares your food?
The kitchen staff?
Does it come out as a one large bowl that you share from, or individual?
No, individual bowls.
And would anyone in the kitchen know that your bowl was for you?
I don't know.
Was it served to you directly, or did you take it from a buffet?
Oh, it was served to me
By who?
by one of the other servants,
Okay.
whose name is...
Obviously unimportant
Chat.
because this is not the right line of questioning.
Name is-
Oh, I love investigation threats.
Is there any proof you were sick?
Oh,
Yes.
Show us the vomit.
Yeah.
He says, I suppose not.
Did you report your illness to anybody?
Did you call in sick to work?
Yeah.
Have you got a doctor's note?
It's not really that formal. We tend to the shrines when we can, and I was unable to.
Where is your like bedroom located? Did anyone see you there? Your quarters?
She says, I've got my own bedroom. so
Yes.
it's
Do
far
you have
away.
neighbours?
Yes, but I don't particularly talk to them.
Were they home? Would they have seen you enter or leave?
I
Or heard you?
Do you live with anybody?
she doesn't live with anyone. She would have had to get up for a shift at like 4 a.m. And she basically stayed in her room the whole morning.
Does she know who should have had the shift before her?
There's not often anyone tending to shrine at night.
Without asking her permission, I'm going to, because I'm a samurai motherfucker, I'm going to start doing the basic, like, doctor check, like the foreheads, the
Check
they
the
are.
throat.
Okay,
Yeah.
make a medicine check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna
I'm
say
going to say TN3.
It says analyze again.
Up to you, if
Yeah.
you can sell it to me.
I'm thinking that we take
can't
her in
sell
for
it to
questioning
you.
and observation. We have 2 people saying that they saw her at the Crane's clan.
Wow.
That's
How
one
did
way to
she
do it.
clean her evidence?
Sorry?
How did she clean her evidence of her sick?
Yeah, indoor plumbing.
No,
She just had a bowl that she then washed out. I would imagine.
yeah, she probably just washed out a bowl.
Sensei.
Or a bucket would have checked out the bucket and washed it out. 'cause
Excuse me, Sensei.
Yeah.
That would be a success, motherfucker.
Nice. On the TN3?
Yes.
No? Did you get any strife or anything?
3 strife.
Nice. Any opportunity or no?
Did you roll
No.
all the experiences?
Yeah.
The other one was useless.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Cool. 3 successes is going to succeed. You can sort of tell the fading signs of being sick.
Okay.
Roll throat.
Yeah. So she's not straight out lying.
Okay.
She might be embellishing, or you know.
She might
but
have just
she
been
definitely
really
has
tired and queasy.
some symptoms of
Interesting.
whatever. That being said, if she wasn't sick yesterday,
Yeah.
it's fading pretty quickly.
Does anybody else have any questions for these guys, or I think it's time to make a game plan.
Do we take her in for questioning, or can we leave her about her business?
Where do you live?
I imagine she
Asking
lives
for
in
a friend.
castle.
Asking for a friend. She basically gives you basic directions, just around the corner
We know where to find her.
from the shrine.
I don't think she's lying about being sick. I think she was poisoned.
By the way, the shrine keepers have their own rooms, but they're all together. So her neighbours would have been
Other shrine keepers.
the other shrine keepers.
They live in like a groundskeeper house.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think we know where to find her, and I don't think she's lying about being sick. I think she was poisoned or.
Unless
the
she,
other 2 distinctly said they saw her there, so maybe somebody dressed as her?
I
You're familiar with Spirits? Is there spirits that could take the shape of another?
Did I know of spirits that could take the shape of
Spirits are very mysterious things. They can do many things.
There's a Ditto spirit, it's very good at it.
I imagine that Matseo would know there are plenty of things beyond the wall that can take shape.
Yeah, there's definitely some things of shapeshifters.
There are also people who could.
Yeah. The other thing that does come to mind is of Kitsune, who are definitely a thing.
Can I do...
Or she could have intentionally sickened herself to be a cover story.
Yeah, so the result of, depending on which one you choose, gives you different things. Right? So when you use fire for community spirits, you're directly communicating with the fire kami. When you use air kami. When you use void, you're doing it with the ancestor spirits.
Okay,
So this is going to be void. So reroll the whole check.
While we're doing this kind of thing, can I get Lord Togashi's insight on the same issue?
Sure. Is that a roll?
Yep.
How many do I keep again?
Equal to your void ring, so 2. So it's going to be 10 1.
Was it void?
What you noticed earlier, that sort of the signs that she had been sick. Her eyes were a bit bloodshot, and her face was a little bit pale.
Either that or she's been smoking kinda.
Yeah. Actually, wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, she doesn't. A quick question, follow-up question. Do you eat at home or in the castle? So when you got served, was it in the castle? Did you have your own meal for the shrine keepers?
Generally speaking, and this is what happened last night, one of the shrine keepers will bring the shrine
food from the castle
to the grounds.
Okay.
Because while the shrine is sort of in the castle, it's like at the edge.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more convenient just for them just to.
I'm going to use...
And they are the only 3 shrine keepers aside from
aside from Yemen.
Aside from Yemen, the head priest. Yeah.
I'm going to use an opportunity to detect a sign of supernatural.
Cool. So that would be, you sort of, as the wind rises in the room, you can almost hear the sound of battle emanating from the room around you, and maybe from the castle in general. Okay. Your commune with spirits is going to tell you that your eyes look upon the courtyard cast in the pool of vision. The dead cranes stalk about, picking at the corpses of dead lions. Not the samurai, but the beasts. Suddenly a roar cuts through the air, and the cranes turn their heads as one to look at a new lion striding into the courtyard. The dead lions jerk to life, their roar joining hers. The cranes alight, rising into the sky and circling above, but one crane remains, facing the lions. Colour slowly fades back into the world as you find yourself on your back, a cold sweat drenching you. What could this vision mean? So you've collapsed while this is happening.
Okay.
Incidentally, we brought that lion into the castle. That's here as a lion.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Matseo is like burning hands.
And I got the Lord Tagashi's insight. I succeeded on that. I took a strife, and I'm using an opportunity to reduce the TN on the first check to overcome the problem I'm facing.
And is it also supernatural? The area?
Yeah. That's what that wind was.
Oh, okay.
So, I receive a brief vision or hear the voice of Togashi providing a hint regarding one way you might proceed. Doesn't need to be the full answer, but it should help move forward towards a solution or formulate a plan of action.
Right.
Because
Your little
I just
cheat.
wanted
Your little.
yeah, just a little, like I get a waypoint arrow towards the next
Yeah,
goal.
it's just like the little trail.
The audience is going to love you.
I think what he tells you is there's more players here, and you need to sort of there's more players in this game
In this,
that you need to.
this isn't a small
sort of
like.
start looking at.
Oh, the shrine chick
Yeah.
decided to kill some birds. This is like.
Yeah,
This is a bigger.
exactly.
Yeah. It's a
So what you get, the words that he says
bigger
is
conspiracy.
more players, more pieces to the puzzle. There's more pieces to the puzzle
There are more pieces on the board.
than what you see in front of you.
In the Game of Thrones, you
Which doesn't mean she didn't do it,
Mm.
but
If she did, there's someone else.
there's someone else who can sort of help you with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
All right. Well, I think are you guys done at the shrine?
yeah. I
think
believe
so.
Yeah.
So I think we'll wrap it up there. We'll come back next time What will happen is, as we're sort of closing here, a servant is going to come to the shrine and basically inform you that there is a feast about to happen.
Hell yeah.
It's dinner time.
Lovely.
Cool.
Up in the castle grounds. So, we'll continue with that next time. Thank you for watching. My name's been James. Their names are on the screen. And see you next time.
Bye.